Good morning, Digidestins. My name is the Digital Dimension. Today I bring you a best of 3 match between Hexebloumon Source Control versus Titamon Loop in the BT-06 Digimon TCG Format. Let's go! In Raising and play Moki Betamon to try. I'm going to go Digivolve into Ginkakumon, going to 1 memory, and then I'm sitting here thinking. And I'm going to go Labramon, putting my opponent at 2, drawing 1 and trashing 1 from my hand. Trashing that Ginkakumon. My opponent decides to Digivolve into his Digimon, and I believe he's going to attack here at my security, giving his Digimon jamming, because I have a Digimon with no Digivolution sources, so I have nothing to stop him. Yeah, there he goes, swinging at my security, and he's going to get it for Gabumon. Then he's going to restand his Digimon by paying 3, and passing the turn to me. I promote my Ginkakumon, and I play Lady Devimon, going to 0, drawing 3 and trashing 2. And I'm going to trash my Ginkakumon promote, and another Ginkakumon. I'm going to use Ginkakumon's effect to put myself to 1. Yep, I decide to attack for 8k, and I lose my Lady Devimon, but I'm going to gain my effects of Gabumon and Demimeramon in order to draw and trash cards. My grave is looking pretty healthy, and I'm going to attack his security with Labramon. Hitting that Omnimon, Labramon's going to get trashed. I play another Labramon, putting him to 2, drawing 1, and trashing 1. My opponent's going to swing again with jamming. He's going to hit another Gabumon. He's going to play a High Number Boost, stunning my Labramon and putting me to 1. Drawing no is going to put me to 3, and I'm going to hatch a Sunamon. Going to Digivolve into Ginkakumon, still stunned, drawing a card, and Digivolving into another Lady Devimon. Again, drawing 3 and trashing 2, putting my opponent to 2 and passing turn. My opponent here is going to push up his Majiramon. He's going to pop his Howling Memory Boost, putting him up to 4 memory. And he's going to Digivolve into a Zulongmon, putting me to 1 and trashing 1 of my sources. Passing turn to me. I'm going to draw, go to 3 memory, push up my Gabumon. And I'm going to Jack Raid, I believe, for 1 memory. Yep, gaining 1 memory. Digivolving into Lilithmon, going down to 1. Drawing, getting that Jack Raid back. Playing that Jack Raid, gaining another 3 memory. And Lilithmon is going to swing at security, hitting a level 4 for 5,000. So Lilithmon gets to live. Then for 2, going to Vilemon to try and protect that Lilith. And then going into Rebellion, trying to memory chuck my opponent at 1, and I will be discarding a Lady Devimon. Passing the turn to my opponent. My opponent is going to decide to hatch. And Digivolve to try and draw a card, trying to cycle through his deck. And Hammer Spark, giving him an extra memory, putting him to 2. And then Digivolving to Paildramon for 2, going to 0. He's going to Digivolve and pass turn. And I am trying to figure out how much trash I have, see what kind of plays I can make. Going to activate Jack's Raid, putting me up to 7 memory. I'm going to Digivolve into Titamon for 4. Drawing and discarding 1 card to bring back a level 4. I'm going to discard that Skullgreymon, putting the Skullgreymon, and drawing for Sunamon. And the Titamon is going to bring out a Ginkakumon promote, and he's going to add Ginkakumon and Ginkakumon underneath him, gaining me a memory and drawing a card. Titamon is going to attack security for 2 checks. First check is a Joe, second check, and Titamon is going to attack for game. Going on to game 2. Alright, moving on to game 2. Alright, my opponent decided to go first. He hatches. And he's just going to hard drop a Mojimon for 5. I hatch. I'm going to Digivolve into Gabumon. I'm going to Digivolve into Ginkagumon Promote, draw a card, go to 3, play Labramon, go to 0, draw a card and trash a card, trash tag Gabumon, and then finally Digivolve into Vilemon for passing to the opponent for 2. My opponent's going to hatch, going to Digivolve into Dracomon, and Digivolve into that Magiromon, discarding one of my sources, and passing the turn to me at 1. I'm going to upgrade or promote. I'm going to swing to security, and it's going to hit a Dracomon, leaving my promote to survive. I'm going to hard play Gabumon and pass the turn to him for 3 or for 2. My opponent's going to promote his Dracomon, and he's going to just hard swing into my promote, trashing my bottom source. And my promote's going to die, and Gabumon's effect is going to allow me to draw 2 and trash 1. Trashing that Mega Digimon Fusion. At this point, my hand is extremely bricked. I think I have all Megas in my hand, making the game very difficult. My opponent's going to Digivolve into Lobomon, going to 0. And then playing Elecmon for 2, putting me to 2, and passing the turn to me. Promoting Demiramon, Digivolving to Gabumon, and hard playing that Ogremon, putting my opponent to 3, and I'm going to be discarding to that Mega Digimon Fusion, and I'm going to delete his Lobomon. My opponent hatches and Digivolves. And hard playing a Zulongmon. Zulongmon's effect is going to put him to 1. And Zulongmon is going to swing into my security for 4 checks. And I'm going to block it with the Vilemon. Magiromon's going to restand him, and he should be re-swinging in for now 3 checks because I only have 2 out. So he gets his 3 checks, and he hits all 3. He's going to go into Dracomon and not hit anything. Passing the turn to me for 3. I'm going to promote up the Gabumon. Swing at his security. The Gabumon is going to die, and I'm going to get Demimeramon's effect. Right now I'm just trying to cycle through my deck, trying to find something, discarding a Lilithmon. And then I'm just going to keep crashing into his security. And I'm going to Jack Raid, give me 1 memory, putting me up 3. I'm going to attempt to Nightmare Call, bring back Ginkagumon with Ginkagumon underneath. And passing the turn to my opponent at 1. My opponent's going to swing into security for 2 checks. He's going to hit Labramon, Ginkaku, and he's going to take game 2. Alright, moving into game 3. My opponent is going to play first. And my opponent's just going to start off with a hard play of Sword Joe for 4. I'm going to hatch, going to Gabumon, going to Vilemon for 2, and a Rebellionmon for 3, putting my opponent at 1. My opponent's going to Digivolve into a going to push the Rebellion out and get aggressive here by going into Titamon. And I'm going to be opting out of Titamon's effect because I do not want him to be gaining memory from Sora and Joe. He's going to promote Gabumon and attack into my security, discarding 2 of my sources and gaining 1 memory from the Joe. Security check, Ginkakumon, destroying his Gabumon. And he's going to hard play a Dracomon for 3, grabbing his Vidramon. Vidramon's going to come out for hard play 7. Going to hatch a Demi-Miramon, going to a Gabumon. Titamon is going to swing at his security for 1 check. Then I'm going to play Manoa, going to 3. And a Ginkaku going to 1. And then I'm just going to hard pass the turn over my opponent, giving him 3 memory. He's going to Digivolve into Moki Betamon. Gonna play his Hexebloumon for 3. Hexebloumon now has jamming, and Hexebloumon is going to attack into my security, trashing 2 sources from my Titamon, gaining him a memory. My opponent's going to play. I'm gonna promote up Kinkaku. Going to Lady Devi, going down to 0, drawing 3, trashing 2. And I'm going to activate Mega Digimon Fusion, Digivolving into Zwart, trashing 3 from the top of my deck, and playing a Black War Growlmon and a Ginkakumon promote with both Ginkakumon and Ginkakumon underneath. Ginkakumon is going to draw me a card and gain me 1 memory. I'm going to attack his security with Omnimon, returning Titamon to my hand, deleting his Hexebloumon. And Ginkakumon is going to swing at his security. And I'm going to use Ginkakumon's effect in order to discard a card to destroy the Dracomon. Dracomon gets trashed, and Majiramon is going to destroy my Ginkakumon promote. Next up, I'm going to Jack Raid for, I believe, 1 memory. Yep, 1 memory, going to 3. Then Digivolving into Lilith, going to 0, and getting that Jack Raid back. Gonna end up playing that Jack Raid again, gaining me 1 and Lilith gaining me 2. Lilithmon's going to attack security, hitting that Hexebloumon and crashing. I'm going to get Gabumon and Demi-Miramon's effects, drawing me 2, discarding 1, and then drawing me 1 and discarding 1. I'm going to play Underworld Call, getting back Ginkakumon promote with the 2 sources underneath, which is going to gain me a memory and draw me a card. Then I will attack his last security, and my opponent realizes that it's game. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, let's go!